everybody, my name is Allison. I'm the Programs Outreach and Youth Services Manager here at Monterey County Free Libraries. Thank you for joining me today for another episode of STEAM Time. Today we are going to be talking about and examining our fingerprints. So if you look closely at your finger, you should be able to see some lines in your finger. And you've probably seen sometimes when you get marker or something something greasy or sticky on your fingers and you touch something, you see your fingerprint left behind. And I'm sure that many of you have heard in movies, on TV, that they use fingerprints to help find criminals and to help solve crime cases. So today we're going to be looking closer at our fingerprints and learning some more about our fingerprints. You just need a couple of things for today's project. You are going to need a marker or an ink pad if you have one at home. I'm using a washable Crayola marker. You can use any color, but I'm using black. And then you are going to need a balloon. So what we're going to do to examine our fingerprints is you are going to take your marker and you are just going to color the top part of your finger. So your finger should look like that. Then you are going to take your balloon and you'll probably want to put it down on the table. You're going to press the finger that has the ink on it onto the balloon so that it makes a little print. When you blow the balloon up, you should be able to see the fingerprint a little bit better. Now that's not the best fingerprint right there, so I'm gonna try it again on a different part of the balloon. Okay, that one's a little better. So there, you can start to see some of the lines that are in the fingerprint. You can see some of the ridges and some of the different lines and textures in it. And so you can keep trying this over and over again on different parts of the balloon. But the idea is that by sticking our fingerprint onto the balloon, we can magnify it and really start to examine what it looks like. One of the really cool things about fingerprints is that everybody's fingerprint looks different. So a fun way to expand upon this is to do this project with other people in your household and you guys can compare prints. So not only are everybody's fingerprints different, but we have the same fingerprints throughout our entire lives, so they don't change. The fingerprints that we have now are what they looked like when we were a baby, when we were first born, and they are what they will look like when we are older, at the end of our lives. The only reasons that they would change is if you had scarring on your fingers. Fingerprints are caused by the oils in your skin. So the top of your fingers have thousands of sweat pores in them, and these carry body oils to the end of your fingers. So when you touch something, the oils on the ridges of your fingers leave a pattern, and that is what you see left behind when you just have a regular piece of tape that you put on your finger and you see your fingerprint. As I said at the start of this video, fingerprints are used a lot to help in investigation efforts to figure out who has been at a crime scene, and this was started in 1891 in Argentina. They were the first police force to use fingerprints to help aid in investigations, and that quickly caught on around the world and is used a lot today, which is why a lot of times thieves wear gloves to cover up their fingerprints. There are 3 common types of patterns that are found in fingerprints, and I found a really good picture of them in a book that I used for research for this video. So here are some of the different kinds. There's a plain arch, a whorl, and a loop. And then you can have combinations and different variations of the arch, but you can see the loop goes around like that, and the whorl makes like a little circle in the middle, and an arch creates a little arch. So one thing that you can do when you're looking at your fingerprint on your balloon is you can try and examine the different types of patterns that you see in your fingerprint. For this video, I looked at a couple of books we have in our collection about forensic science and crime labs, and that actually had a lot of information about fingerprints because of how involved fingerprints are in investigation for crime scenes. So the first book that I used was this really great DK Eyewitness book on forensic science, and then another book that I used was Forensic Science Projects with a Crime Lab that you can build. So this is great if you wanted to do some more projects similar to this one at home to further your investigation about fingerprints and different types of prints. You can also do lip prints. So your lips are another area where you can get a print. And I don't know about you all, but I've definitely done it before where I put tape over my lips and you can see the print of your lips. So you can read more about that in this book as well. Both of these books are in our collection, and I hope that you check them out. Thank you so much for joining me this week, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.